Yep, read the Bible once for myself, but you can see I missed all kind of scriptures. In the world, you could take for granted all the knowledge come with God commandments. Church line, the only thing I learned was paying tithes and tap dancing. Pastor made a couple dollars off me, got a Rolls Royce and a fat mansion. Lied to, I was so fooled, man, them church sermons is misleading. I ain't know about the Sabbath day, I would hit the club every single weekend. Dietary, I was never taught, I was shrimp chomping and pork eating. Fornication, idolatry, you pick one and I was into it. Friends mad cause I switched up and I ain't wicked, now I'm repentant. Calling me about the old me, but I ain't got time for no revisits. I don't mess with the other nations, I found out what they did to me. Took hand in my slavery and then stole all of my things from me.
That's why you walk out there feeling good. Like, man, Pastor preached a good sermon. But when I ask you what did he preach, I guarantee you can't tell me what he preached. He laughed because he knows. He knows.
Give me first Maccabees 3 and 43. This is what we out here to do today. You know what I'm saying? Because look at our communities, man. Look at the poverty. You know what I'm saying? You can see, you can tell that we the most afflicted nation on this planet Earth. So this is what we gotta do right here. Read this.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 43. They said one to another, let us restore the decayed estate of our people.
So we out here to restore the decayed estate of our people. You know what I'm saying? Not only is our communities decayed, but our minds decayed.
Bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to unite as a people.
Right.
Our people out here strung out on all type of drugs. You know what I'm saying? And all type of gangs. You know what I'm saying? We got to restore the decayed state of our people. Give me Psalms 94 and 16. This the type of men that God looking for today. This is what we out here trying to reach. You know what I'm saying? We asking this same question right here. This is why we are here teaching right now. You know what I'm saying? We took heed to this scripture right here. Read that for me.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoer?
So God is asking, who gonna rise up for him against the evildoers? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna rise up for the Most High? You know, a lot of brothers out here, they'll rise up for Rose City. They'll rise up for the North Side. You know what I'm saying? Downtown. But who gonna rise up for the Most High?
Bring it out.
Read on.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Who gonna stand up against the workers of iniquity? You know what I'm saying? Because Little Rock is the smallest, the most dangerous city in America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You see him.
So we're gonna try to make a difference.
See him catch it.
What are we gonna do as a people? Give me Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Give me Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
They probably think we protesting against them.
That's why I said
Read that for me.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
So the Bible say to gather yourselves together. You know what I'm saying? If I'm DD and you GD, can we gather together? If I'm North Little Rock, you East Side, can we gather together? No, the Bible say gather yourselves together. Read on.
Yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
So what we don't understand is, for one, we a nation. If I ask any of y'all out here what's y'all nationality, y'all probably won't be able to tell me. You know what I'm saying? For one, you gotta recognize that you a nation and that you not desired out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how is we gonna gather ourselves together? What do we gotta do? Give me 1 Kings chapter 8 and verse 46.
Bring it out.
What do we gotta do in order to gather ourselves together? Because these nations don't desire us. You know what I'm saying? So read this.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not.
Now this King Solomon making a prophetic prayer to the Most High. He said, if this people sin against me, talking about the Israelites, the rebellious, stiff-necked, chosen people of the Bible, he knew that they was going to sin against him. So read on.
And thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy.
And deliver them to the who?
To the enemy. So that they carry them away captives unto the land of the enemy.
So who was carried away captives to the land of the enemy? who was carried away on cargo slave ships to the United States of America? Who was it? Read on.
Far or near, yet if they shall bethink themselves.
So the Bible say, yet if they bethink themselves, mean remember who they are and do what?
And all the lands whither.
Read it again, bro.
Yet if they shall bethink themselves, and the land whither they were carried captives, and repent.
And what?
And repent.
So we gotta remember who we are and then repent. So for one, we gonna show y'all who we are according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. We gotta show our people who we are according to the Bible to gather together and restore the decayed state of our people. All right, read that for me.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spoke unto all Israel.
So a lot of people out here probably went to the Easter service today. You know what I'm saying? That might be one of the only 2 or 3 times you go to church out the year, but that's fine though. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, your pastor never told you what nation of people them is today who Moses took out of the land of Egypt. Moses was speaking to all Israel. Who were those people? Who are those people today? We gonna show y'all. Give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 46 real quick. Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So the curses that we finna read in Deuteronomy chapter 28 is gonna be up on this people, these Israelites, for a sign, because the Bible said they wasn't gonna remember who they was no more. Give me that real quick. Jeremiah 17 and 4. Jeremiah 17 and 4. We the only nation of people out here. We just started calling ourselves African American, what, 20 years ago, 30 years ago? Before that, it was Negro, color. You know what I'm saying? Where are we? Who are we? You know what I'm saying? We the only nation of people who this scripture right here apply to. Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So the Bible said that his people was going to discontinue from their heritage. Black man, what language was you speaking before 1619? What type of clothes was you wearing? You know what I'm saying? For real, what holidays was you celebrating? Because it damn sure went Easter. You know, it damn sure wasn't Halloween, Christmas, none of that. So what was your custom? What is your heritage, black man? What is your heritage?
Yeah, we should.
The Bible said that Israel was going to discontinue from their heritage. Read on.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
So God said, not only is I'm going to discontinue you from your heritage, but I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies in a land that you don't know about. Now the true thing about it is, we think we each other enemy. You know what I'm saying? Give me Micah chapter 2 and verse 8 real quick. Give me Micah chapter 2 and verse 8.
Just stand on one. Y'all both stand on one.
We think we each other enemy. God said that we was going to have to serve a nation that we didn't know about. Them was our enemies right there. But this what we think right here, though. Bring it up. Hey, if y'all got any questions, come up here and ask me. You got some questions, bro? Come on up here and ask me, bro. This what we out here for, to answer questions. You know what I'm saying? For real.
He got fringes, huh?
I ain't trying to talk to the wind. I'm trying to teach my people. For real.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 8. Even of late my people is risen up as an enemy.
So God said that his people then risen up against each other as an enemy. You know what I'm saying? You from the other side of town, when I see you, it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying? If you wearing the wrong color walking down my street, you liable to get whooped on. Now, if a white man walk down your street wearing another color, with it, you ain't gonna identify. He the white man. That's your king right there. That's the man who owned the corner store that you get your swishes from. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the man that owned the liquor store that you get your 40 ounces from. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna do nothing to him. But to your brother, you done risen up as an enemy. Read on.
Ye pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war.
We rob each other. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing that's plaguing Rose City and Glenview over there. You know what I'm saying? People's houses getting broke into. You got rappers blowing up, rapping about it, so you know it's gonna influence the mind of our young men to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on in our community. We done risen up against each other as an enemy. But watch this. Give me Luke 1 and 68 real quick.
Bring it up!
Give me Luke 1 and 68 real quick. Read it.
The book of St. Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people.
So God, it say, blessed be the Lord God of Israel. When I ask you, what God do you worship? They gonna be like, God. A lot of people don't know he the God of Israel, nobody else.
Right. That's right.
He the Lord God of Israel. He redeemed his people, the Israelites. Read on.
And have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the beginning, that we should be saved from our enemies.
So the Bible says that Jesus Christ was sent to save his people from their enemies. Is he talking about he gonna save the Crips from the Bloods? He gonna save the BDs from the Vice Lords? No, he gonna save us from our enemies. We gonna learn who our enemies is today. Go back to Deuteronomy 28. Matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy 11 and 26 real quick.
Bring it up!
This is what God told his chosen people. This the covenant he made with them. And your pastor ain't never ever taught you this right here.
Right.
This the greatest information on the planet Earth.
That's right.
Read that out.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 26. Behold, I set before thee this day a blessing and a curse.
So God told the Israelites, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. Read on.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
So he said a blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God. But read on.
Which I command you this day, and a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
So he said a curse if you don't obey the commandments of the Lord your God. So let's read one of these curses real quick. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 40. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Because we think each other our enemies. Watch this though, read this.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So God told the Israelites, for your disobedience, you're going to have to serve your enemies. So when you go in the communities, our communities, am I serving? Nah, we think that's talking about serving. Drugs. We serving each other marijuana, crack cocaine, heroin, pills. You know what I'm saying? That's real popular around here. But that ain't the serving it's talking about though. Read on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger.
So when you hungry, you gotta go to your enemy. What store do y'all go to? Church's Chicken. Who owns Church's Chicken? Black people work there. They go there all the time, but they do not own Church's Chicken. You got to serve your enemy for hunger. You got to go to the company that the white man established, that he set up in every poverty-stricken hood for you to eat from. That greasy, nasty food that they sell up in there. You know what I'm saying? For real. So you got to go to your enemies for that. Read on.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. You know, I don't know black person, a Latino person own Dasani, Aquafina, Coke, Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Don't know black person own Coke 45. Don't know black person own English, but we buy it though. We get drunk off of it and go and beat on our women. Go set it off in the hood, shoot each other up. Yeah, we do that, but we don't supply that. You know what I'm saying? So when you thirsty, you gotta go to your enemies. Read on.
And in nakedness.
And for clothes. Like this house right here, they got bootleg clothes in there. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there and buy some clothes, but you ain't buying it from your nation of people. You probably go and steal from your brother house or something like that. But who's selling it? Who producing it? Your enemy. Read on.
And in want of all things.
For everything, your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Your birth certificate, death certificate. You know what I'm saying? Your education. Hell, your religion. You was taught Christianity in slavery on a plantation.
That's right.
You know that they had to monitor us. They had to sit a white man in the middle of our congregation to make sure we was teaching their doctrine. That was never gonna allow us to go in Deuteronomy 28 ever.
Bring it up.
For real. So in one of all things, we had to serve our enemies. And this right here gonna tell you exactly who those people are. Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Nah, we didn't put each other under the yokes. You know what I'm saying? We was sold in slavery. We was enslaved.
Right.
We didn't enslave each other. You know what I'm saying? My last name, my government last name, Washington. You know what I'm saying? That came from a white man plantation. You know, my brother didn't enslave me and whip my heritage out of me and name me Washington. My enemy did that according to the Bible.
Right. That's right.
That's who put the yokes of iron up on your neck. That's your enemy according to the Bible. That's who Christ said he coming to save you from. But we think we want to save them. We want to save them though. But Christ said he gonna save us from them. Read on.
Until he have destroyed thee.
So we don't got the yokes of iron on our neck no more. But look how people walking around here. They might as well have one on their neck the way they walking with their head down, going off all type of drugs. They might as well have a yoke on their neck. You know what I'm saying? How they leaning over off the pills. How they geeking off the crack. But we ain't got the yokes of iron on our neck no more. We destroyed now. We don't know our nationality.
That's right.
We think we each other enemy.
Right.
But the Bible say, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. For real, give me Leviticus 26 and 14 real quick.
Bring it up, Lord.
This is what we got to understand right here. We showing our people, this Bible talking about us. This your history.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? These our forefathers. These are kings and princes and princesses in here. This ain't talking about no white folks. For real, watch this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments.
So there God go again. He said, if you will not hearken to my commandments, read on.
And if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments.
So he said, if you go against my commandments, you hate my laws, which our people do today. They out here stealing, killing, off drugs, raping, whoremongering, all that every day. So apparently we do hate God's law. Jump down to verse 17.
Verse 17. And I will set my face against you.
So God said he was going to set our face against us. That's why we in the worst neighborhoods right now. He not working with us right now. We the only nation of people he chose to love and deal with.
That's right.
But we at the bottom of society. We at the bottom of all nations.
Right.
And these other nations don't even know the God of Israel.
That's right.
So read on.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
That's what happened. That's what happened to what? Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin. What's some more names, bro? Mike Brown, Tamir Rice. You know what I'm saying? We got slain before our enemies. Read on.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
No, they that love you.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
Them that desire to teach you Christianity so bad to save your soul that they put yokes of iron on your neck, whipped you, raped your women, and murdered you just so you can receive salvation. Because that's the doctrine our people really in. If you believe in Christianity, you believe that them people enslaved us and did all them cruel things to us to save our damn soul.
Bring it out.
You gotta be a damn fool.
Bring it out.
God said them that hate you shall reign over you. Them that hate you shall reign over. These folks out here hate you. So we the nation not desired. We gotta wake up. We gotta come back to these commandments, man.
That's right.
For real. Give me Ezekiel 16 and 10 real quick. Cause our people, like especially in Rose City out here, cause I've been out here. You know what I'm saying? I used to be out here every single day. And our people out here looking like bums. You know what I'm saying? Our young men wearing their pants down to their knees. Right across from the police station. They want to get caught up. They want to get chased. You know what I'm saying? For real. So watch this. Read that, bro.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 10.
This what y'all don't know that the Most High did for us. Read on.
I clothed thee also with broidered work, and shod thee with badger's skin, and girded thee about with fine linen.
So guess what? The Most High made us fly. You know what I'm saying? But today, in today's generation, what we wearing? We wearing red hair, green hair, skinny jeans, skirts. The men got on skirts. The women wearing nothing here. You know what I'm saying? See through everything. They wear the shorts with their cheeks hanging out, jiggling. Just all the way out of there. But God said he gave us the highest fashion on the planet Earth.
That's right.
What we looking like though? What we looking like though right now? I don't see that though right now. Watch this, read on.
I covered thee with silk. I decked thee also with ornaments, and I put bracelets upon thy head,
Read.
and a chain upon thy neck.
Right, so the Most High put them chains on our neck. You know what I'm saying? But now, what we do for the chains? We sell dope. You know what I'm saying? We rap about a life we ain't really live. You know what I'm saying? We rob each other to get them chains. Right. But the Most High gave us chains though. What the hell happened? What happened? Read on.
And I put a jewel on thy forehead, and earrings in thine ears, and a beautiful crown upon thine head. Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver, and thy raiment was of fine linen and silk, and broidered work.
So y'all see how fly we was. You know what I'm saying? Read on, watch this.
Thou didst eat fine flour, and honey, and oil, and thou wast exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a kingdom.
We what?
Exceeding beautiful, and thou didst prosper into a
The
kingdom.
Most High God said we prospered into a kingdom. What the hell our kingdom in now?
Bring it out.
Give me Matthew 12 and 25 real quick. We're gonna come right back there. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said that we prospered into a kingdom. But when you go in our neighborhoods today, you know what I'm saying? Watch this, read this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 25. And Jesus knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom against itself is brought to desolation.
So we say that every kingdom against itself is brought to desolation. Every kingdom that's gonna fall. It's gonna be destroyed. Read on.
And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
The Most High said every city or house divided against itself is not gonna stand.
Bring it out.
So we prospered into a kingdom, but God said when it's division, it's not gonna stand. So how the hell is we gonna prosper back into a kingdom if everywhere we go, we divide? It's the dark skins against the light skins. The biddies against the jitties. The crips, what we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Go back to Ezekiel 16 and 15.
So the mic up.
Let's go. Let's get going.
Hey, y'all can come and ask questions, man. I know y'all got some. Anybody out here, y'all can come and ask me questions.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 14. And thy renown went forth among the heathen.
So the Bible said that our renown, our fame, went forth amongst the heathen. We was known for our fashion, our flyness, you know what I'm saying? But now how we known by that? By Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? By what? Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert. We known for dressing gay now. You know what I'm saying? We known for dressing fruity now. The women known for not going out here, not wearing nothing. You can see everything they working with. You know what I'm saying? What happened? We known for the wrong reasons now today. Read on.
thy beauty, for it was perfect through my comeliness.
So God said that our beauty was perfect. God said that our beauty was perfect. If you felt like our beauty was perfect today, how come we hold our women up? This girl, she got a nice little something, but I ain't trying to, she don't look good enough. You know what I'm saying? She got the booty, but not the face. But God said our beauty was perfect though. What happened? You know.
Which I have put upon thee, saith the Lord God. But thou didst trust in thine own beauty.
So this what happened. We trusted in our own beauty. We trusted in our own beauty, not knowing that the Most High gave us all that.
That's right.
The Most High chose to only give that to us. He didn't want to give that to the Chinese. He didn't want to give that to the so-called white man. But when we broke his commandments, he allowed them to enslave you and steal everything from you.
That's right.
Read on.
And playest the harlot because of thy renown.
So it said that we played the harlot because of our renown. We knew all the nations desired to be like us. They didn't desire us, but they wanted to be like us. So we played the harlot. Give me Psalms 106 and 34 real quick.
Bring it out,
Because we played the harlot with the other nations when the Most High commanded us to do something to them. Watch what he commanded us to do to them. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 106 and verse 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning them, concerning whom the Lord commanded them.
So God said that we did not destroy the nations that God commanded us to destroy. A lot of y'all people don't know God was rocking like that. A lot of y'all people don't know that the Most High commanded us to destroy these other nations.
That's right.
Y'all can't even fathom that. So back then when he commanded us to do it, guess what? We didn't want to do it. We love Becky. You know what I'm saying? We love the Siamese twins, you hear me? Read on.
But were mingled among the heathen.
But what?
But were mingled among the heathen.
So instead of destroying the other nations like we was supposed to, we was mingled among the heathen. We wanted to mingle, we wanted to play the harlot. You know what they say, single and ready to mingle? But the Most High said he was married to us.
That's
But
right.
we wanted to play the harlot with the other nations. We traded our God for the other nations' God.
Right.
Read on.
And learned their works.
And what?
And learned their works.
That's where y'all learn Easter from. That's where y'all learn going to church on Sunday from.
Right.
That's where y'all learn Christmas from.
Right.
We learned the other nations' works. What about your history?
Right.
What about what the Most High God set in place for you?
That's right.
Your high holy days, your dress code. Do you know that you got one? Y'all wondering why we up here with this purple and gold on these fringes on our shirts? Y'all don't know that that's y'all heritage?
Right.
That's what the Most High called perfect. The Most High called these fringes perfect. A lot of y'all probably wouldn't even dare to put them on because you'll be ashamed. And that's a damn shame. We rather dress like hoes and dress like the white folks instead of go back to our heritage.
Right.
That's why we in the condition that we in. That's why we can't gather together. That's why we in a decayed state as a nation of people. For real, read on.
And they served the idols.
And what?
And they served the idols.
And that's what a lot of our people did today, serving Ashtaroth. You know what I'm saying? The goddess of fertility. That's an idol right there. That ain't even no goddess. We was chose to serve the Most High God only. You know what I'm saying? But instead, we was mingled among the heathen, and we served their idols. Read, jump down to verse 39.
Verse 39. Thus was they defiled with their own works.
So we was defiled with our own works. Now a lot of people today, they like to blame it on the white man while we in the conditions that we in. You know what I'm saying? They like to be like they set the system up their way to keep us oppressed and blah blah blah. But that ain't no excuse. Because if you would have did what you was supposed to do in the first place, we would have never been here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But now, instead of finding solutions, all we want to do is talk about it. We want to talk about the enemy. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about what they got going against us instead of what we need to do. Rise up against the workers of iniquity. Who gonna rise up? Who gonna stop talking and actually put in some work to restore our people?
Bring it up.
Read on.
And went a whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people.
That's why the wrath of the Lord was kindled against us. Because instead of following him, we wanted to follow the other nations and their customs. So the Most High wrath was kindled against us. Yeah, just like what we read in Jeremiah 17:4, he discontinued us from our heritage because we kindled a fire in his anger.
That's right.
Because we was mingling among the heathen and learned their works and chose them over the Most High God. Read on.
And so much he also abhorred his own inheritance, and he gave them into the hand of the heathen.
So the Most High God gave you into the hand of the heathen. You know, the Africans sold you in slavery, they traded you for guns, but it was because the Most High God ordained it to happen.
Right.
The Most High gave you into the hand of the heathen. You gotta think, if we so much stronger and more dominant than them, how the hell did we allow them to enslave us? Put your sign on our neck, carry millions of us over here on slave ships. We didn't even have to let them do that. How did they put us into subjection? Because the Most High. That's the only way it even add up. Because it really don't add up. Give me Baruch 2:1.
Bring it up.
It don't even add up. For real, these heat, man, I'm telling you, bro, we the strongest nation of people on this planet.
That's right.
What gave them the power to do what they did to us?
Bring it up.
Read it.
The book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 1. Therefore the Lord hath made good his word.
So it said the Most High God made good his word. Because remember, he let them know, if you go outside from my commandments, I'm going to punish you.
That's right.
I'm going to give you over to the enemy. I'm going to make you go in slavery on slave ships. Hey, did y'all know that was in the Bible? All praises.
You got friends, huh?
Hey, do y'all know that God prophesied the slave trade in the Bible? Did y'all know that? Did you know that, sis? So you know who you are according to the Bible. What's your nationality? But that's a religion, sis. What nation of people do you descend from? What nation of people do you descend from? Give me Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. Give me Isaiah chapter 1. Come up here, sis. Talk to me real quick. You got a little time? Come talk to me real quick. Come on. Alright. Read that for me, man.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So God said that an ox knows his owner. Everybody know that the ox is one of the dumbest animals on the planet Earth. But he know who his owner is though. Read on.
And the ass his master's crib.
So a donkey know how to find his way back home. But we still in this, well, hold on. We gonna finish this. But we still in the enemy land after 400 years. We don't, if we had the opportunity, they was like, hey, we can send y'all back to y'all home, man. What's up? We ain't gonna know where to go. They gonna be like, all right, where you gonna send us to? We don't even know where home is.
Bring it out.
Read on.
But Israel does not know. But Israel does not know.
So God said the Israelites, they don't know their nationality. They don't know who they are. This ain't talking about the so-called fake Jew. This ain't talking about them over in the land of Israel right now. You know what I'm saying? They imposters. When we ask our people what their nationality is, they don't know. Like the scripture say, read on.
My people does not consider.
So our people don't consider who they are according to the Bible. Consider
Hey, sister. Hey, can we when you come out the store, let's talk to you for a minute. Don't y'all know that Easter is not in the Bible? Don't y'all know that Easter ain't got nothing to do with Jesus the Christ? And if you celebrated Easter, We celebrated the devil today. Give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14 verse 18 right quick. Let me let you get it back, bro. Cause we get mad, we get angry when things happen to us. Read that, what you got?
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 18, verse 16. Thus, in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong.
It said, thus in the process of time, an ungodly custom has grown strong. What is that ungodly custom? Easter. You know what the Easter egg represents? The Easter egg represents sex. It represents fertility. It's the goddess of Ishtar. It's time for us to start teaching our kids the truth. Read.
Was kept as a law.
It was kept as a law, meaning it was done year after year after year after year. Read.
And graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings.
So graven images was worshipped by the commandments of kings. Alright? The goddess Ishtar. That's what you're worshiping. Easter has nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It's time for our kids to learn the truth. It's time for the grown-ups to learn the truth. You learn how to celebrate Easter during what? Slavery. They taught us these things during slavery. Give me John 8 and 32. What we bringing out is some valuable information that y'all need to know. I know y'all tired of the shooting and killing going on, the drug dealing, the prostitution. It ain't gonna never change in Little Rock if our children are learning a lie, sister.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? If we are teaching our kids that a fat white man gonna come down the chimney knowing good and well you went and bought those gifts, but you got your kids believing in Santa Claus, what is that, a lie, right? So if you know an Easter bunny and an egg, a bunny don't lay no egg, what you just teach your kids? A lie. Then you go hide the egg and tell the kids to go find them. What you just teaching them? A lie. It's time for us to teach the kids the truth. We gotta teach them the truth. We gotta teach them, look, a bunny don't lay eggs. This ain't got nothing to do with the resurrection of Jesus Christ. This has something to do with the white man. All right? This has something to do with us being enslaved and taught lies. All right? Because it's making them rich and making us poor.
Right, that's right.
You know how much money? Who make them eggs? Who make the eggs? Huh? You don't make no eggs. You don't even own no chicken. Read.
United in Christ.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
The Bible said that the black woman, the black man, and their kids need to what?
Shall know the truth.
It's time for us to wake up to the truth, Read.
And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth is what's gonna make us free, bro.
That's right.
Back up, bro.
Yeah, read the history of Easter, then give me Colossians 2:8. Yes, ma'am. Did you know the Bible was your history book? Yes, ma'am. You say your daddy a preacher? Who was your daddy? Okay. So he know that we Israelites. He know we God's chosen people. Read it.
This is the book of Babylon, the two Babylons. This is the history of Easter. Easter. Them look at Easter. What means the term Easter itself? It is not a Christian name.
So this book letting you know that Easter is not a Christian name. Read on.
It bears its Chaldean origin on its very forehead.
So it's a Babylon.
Easter is nothing else than Ashtoreth, one of the titles of the Belters, the Queen of Heaven.
The who?
The Queen of Heaven.
Hey, give me that in Jeremiah 44 real quick. Give me that in Jeremiah 44 real quick. Hold on, you said what now, sis? No, Easter not in the Bible. That's what we showing you out the Bible. We not contradicting ourselves. So this the origin of Easter right here. Our people was going off celebrating it back then.
Come on, bro.
We doing the same thing today. Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 44 and verse 15. Then all the men which knew that their wives which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt, and Pathros answering Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord.
So they told Jeremiah, they knew that their wives was burning incense to other gods. And they told Jeremiah, we not gonna hearken to you. Because Jeremiah was like, hey, y'all need to, hey, God said not to do that. They was like, we not gonna listen to you, Jeremiah. Look what our people doing today. Look what our people do. Tell me this ain't the people. Tell me we not the people of the book. Read on.
We will not hearken unto thee, but we will ordain, certainly do whatsoever thing going forth out of our own mouth.
And that's what our people say to us today. Yeah, I know Easter ain't in the Bible. I know that, but I'm going to still do what I want to because I love my kids and I want to do an Easter egg hunt. That's what our people do. They did this same thing in the Bible. They said we're going to do whatever go forth out of our mouth. We're not going to do what God said out of his mouth. That's what, look at us. That's why we destroy it right now. That's how foolish we is as a nation of people.
That's right.
Read on.
To burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her.
So it said that we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven. What did we just read Easter was? What was the origin of Easter? Ashtoreth was the Queen of Heaven.
That's right.
We was falling off like that back then. So what we gonna do? Are we gonna give me Isaiah 55 and 19, bruh? This the problem right here. We just read that. Psalms 55 19. My fault, dog. Psalms 55 19. We just read in the Bible days that we was worshiping the Queen of Heaven. We just did the same thing today. This the problem right here. Read it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 19.
No, that ain't it. 51 19. My bad.
Chapter 51.
You know the one that say it ain't no changes. Which one it is?
Which one you talking about? How it go?
Come on, too much dead space, man. Read.
All right, go to Colossians 2 and 8, bro. Go to Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Bring it up.
Now this New Testament for you so-called Christians. All right, listen to this.
The book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
So God told you to beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. Who lied and told you that Jesus Christ, death and resurrection was what Easter was about? What the hell do that got to do with a rabbit laying eggs? That don't got nothing to do with a rabbit laying eggs. Christ's birth don't got nothing to do with that. And if it did, then it would have told you in the Bible. The apostles would have taught that. But this what they told you, beware. Hey, give me 1 Timothy 2 and 9 real quick.
Tell them come over here.
Hey, sisters, y'all got a little second? Come holler at me real quick.
Y'all come over here.
Y'all, I know y'all got a little second.
We got a little second.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all got a little second.
She the driver.
Yeah, come holler at me real quick, sis.
Hey, you the driver. They need to come over here.
Yeah. She driving. I know y'all got a little second. She got one. All right, so what's y'all nationality? What's y'all nationality? African American, that's two different continents. That's two different nations.
So what's our nationality?
What's our nationality? I'm finna show you. Go to Deuteronomy 28.
Bring it up. Bro, you gotta talk loud.
All right. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. Now, y'all been to church, right? Y'all know the story about when Moses led the children of Israel out of Egypt. All right, who was those people?
I don't remember their name.
Okay. Their name was Israel. Did y'all know that God made a covenant with those people? He was like, if you keep my commandments, all these good things gonna happen to you. Y'all gonna be blessed above all nations of the earth. But, read verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So God told the Israelites, if y'all break my commandments, read on.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Jump down to verse 46.
Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So he said that these curses gonna be upon the Israelites for a sign. Like, how did y'all know that this was the headstone? Because he got a sign, right? So these curses gonna be here to identify who the Israelites are. Alright? Now give me verse 32.
Verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now, are you familiar with our history as a people, like what happened when we got over here? Y'all know about the slave trade and all that? Now, y'all know about the auction blocks when they took our kids and sold them and all that? All right, read that again, bro.
Thy sons and daughters, and thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So whose sons and daughters was given to another people in slavery? Black people, right? All right, read on.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing of them all the day long.
Right, when they took our kids, it wasn't nothing our mamas could do about it, right? Read on.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
We ain't had no economic might to buy them back. We ain't had no military might to fight for them back. You know what I'm saying? Jump down to verse 37.
Verse 37.
Because when I asked you your nationality, you said what? African American? All right, watch this.
Come up a little bit.
Watch this.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations which the Lord shall lead thee.
So he said that we will become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. You know what I'm saying? A byword is being called something outside of your true nationality. You know what I'm saying? Being called African American, that's name. Africa was named after a white man named Leosipius Africanus.
That's right.
America was named after a white man named Amerigo Vespucci.
Right.
Now, can two men make a baby? Can two white men make a black baby? No. So how in the hell is we African American? We not. But God said that we was gonna become a byword though. Jump down to verse 48. Y'all understand that what we reading was about the Israelites, right? So who is this talking about? This talking about us, right? So what do you think that the Most High God, because the Israelites was God's chosen people. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6 real quick, then 10 and 12. So this how God feel about you. But you gotta think, why did he allow all those bad things to happen to us though? You know what I'm saying? Read it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Now, when you look at us today, is we a holy people as a nation of people? Nah. But that's what God chose us to be though. Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So he chose us to be a special people to himself. God said he only loved us. That's why we more talented, we more beautiful, we more smart when we apply our mind, you know what I'm saying? But we don't know who we are, that's the problem. Read on.
Above all people.
Nah, equal to.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now, you ain't never heard nobody teach that at the Bible, did it? They told you all men was created equal. But God said he made us above all people. You see what I'm saying? So now go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. So with you being God's chosen people, he requires something from you. He wants something in return from you. You know what I'm saying? So read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
So what do God require of us? To do what? We just read it. Read verse 13 again.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
So sis, listen, what do the Most High God require of us? To keep the commandments, right? So we finna read a commandment real quick. Go to 1 Timothy 2 and 9. All right.
Bring it up.
Now, do y'all got some phones on y'all? In the car? One of y'all got a phone with Google? Never mind. You do? Hey, after I read this, I need you to Google something for me. All right, read it.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So God commanded his chosen females to adorn themselves in modest apparel. What is modest? Y'all know what that means? You got me, bro? That's what you doing. You got it? Never mind. Look, modest means to be covered from sexual lust. Alright? So God commanded his women to adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.